What is that? Tell me.
Where you came from.
You tell me.
Your mother.
Yes. You know what?
You're-
Your face says that you are a one racist person. Your face says it all.
Does it?
Nothing else. Yes.
Does it? Go back if you don't like
Go back
it.
where?
Wherever you want.
What do you think where I was from?
Get away from me! Get
Where-
away from my
Okay,
car!
okay.
Right
Keep it
now.
moving. Keep it
Get
moving. You know
away
what?
From
I got
my
things to do.
car.
You might be
Take it
jobless,
back in your
but
truck.
I have a job.
work to pay
Keep it
for
moving.
you.
You
I
are a
work-
racist piece of shit.
Am I?
Yes, you need to know that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a fucking Karen. Keep it moving now.
You know what's better than a Karen freakout? A Karen who gets called out and then can't handle it. Today we're heading north of the border, Canada. And folks, this woman does not disappoint. She says something racist. She gets told exactly what she is, and instead of driving off and quietly reflecting on her life choices, she stays. She argues from inside a moving car at 5 miles an hour. And then, the chef's kiss, she says, "Get away from my car." Her car that she is driving down a public street away from a man who is standing still. Ma'am. All right, let me paint the picture for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, because context matters here. A man is filming from the street. A woman in a car slows down and says something racist toward him. He doesn't flinch. He calls her out directly, tells her exactly what she is, and drops this line. "You might be jobless, but I have a job to do." Meanwhile, she's slowly creeping away in her car, while still trying to win the argument. That's a skill. A terrible skill, but a skill. This clip is 34 seconds long, and in those 34 seconds, she did more damage to her own image than most people manage in a lifetime. Let's watch. Okay. Right here. Watch her face. She knows she's being filmed, and she doesn't speed off. She stays. She wants to argue. And here's the thing. The second you decide to stick around and argue after saying something racist on camera, you've already lost. Lost the argument, lost the moral high ground, lost any chance of pretending this didn't happen. Here it is. The line of the year, "Get away from my car," to a guy who is standing completely still on a public street. She's the one in motion. She could just drive away at any point. But no, she needs the last word. This is peak Karen behavior. Disengaging feels like losing, so she just keeps yelling while slowly rolling away. Quick gut check for you, chat. If you were filming and someone said this to you, would you have kept your cool like this guy did, or would you have clapped back immediately? Drop it in the comments, I want to see the split. Okay, I need to give this man his flowers. That line is poetry. She tries to imply he's wasting time, and he flips it instantly. He's working. She's the one crawling down the street starting fights with strangers. Who's actually got nothing to do here, ma'am? Who? Now let's hit the comments, because Reddit did not hold back. Top comment, 369 upvotes. Well handled. POS. Get away from my car as she's driving down the street at 5 miles per hour. May she have the day she deserves. She already has the face she deserves. She already has the face she deserves. I'm just gonna let that one breathe. Another one. I'm Canadian, and I feel such shame when I see content like this. A large part of Canada was built by immigrants. And this is the thing about these videos. It's not just the Karen who takes the hit. The whole country gets dragged into it for a minute. So shout out to the Canadians showing up immediately to say, "This isn't us." That matters. Then someone in the thread pointed out the obvious. Wasn't Canada colonized too? Meaning unless you're indigenous, you or your ancestors came from somewhere else? Yeah, they're not wrong. The irony of telling someone to go back to their country when your own family history is literally came from somewhere else? That level of self-awareness just isn't installed in the Karen operating system. And my personal favorite, calling someone a racist POS doesn't even hit anymore. Gotta find new ways to get under their skin. Which kicked off an entire mini-debate in the replies about the most effective insults. The comment section turned into a strategy meeting. I love this community. Let's zoom out for a second. This clip is 34 seconds, but it represents something bigger. Canada has this reputation, earned or not, of being polite, multicultural, progressive, And honestly, a lot of that holds up. But clips like this are a reminder. Racism doesn't check passports. It doesn't care what country you're in. And what stood out to me is how fast Canadians in the comments pushed back. This isn't what we're about. If you're Canadian, you are Canadian. That response matters. The woman in this clip doesn't represent a country. She represents a type. The kind of person who feels threatened by a world that doesn't center them. And here's what gets me every time with these clips. The filming. 10 years ago, she says this, drives off, and that's it. The guy carries that moment alone. Now, she's on Reddit with 1,200 upvotes. She's in a YouTube video. The smartphone really is the great equalizer. Weird thing to say about a Karen clip, but it's true. Someone in the thread called it the modern stockades. Honestly, accurate. She made the choice to say it on camera. Now the internet responds. Alright, I want to hear from my Canadian viewers especially because you guys showed up in that thread. Have you seen this kind of thing happen where you live? Does it feel like it's gotten more common lately? A few people in the comments said exactly that. Drop your take below. And second question, how would you have handled this? Because this guy stayed calm, composed, didn't escalate, didn't engage with the bait. That's genuinely hard to do when someone's in your face like this. Respect to him. That's the video. 34 seconds of source material, 9 minutes of us breaking down exactly what went wrong here, and honestly, worth every second. New here? Subscribe. We do this every week, always pulling from Reddit, always bringing the receipts. If this one got you, share it with someone who needs to see that this stuff has consequences in 2026. Got another one coming up. Walmart, a language barrier, and a Karen who apparently thinks she runs the entire country. Stay tuned. Until next time, be decent to each other. It really is that simple.